For 37 years, Horton Smith served the PGA of America, including a term as the association's 10th president, first Masters champion in 1934, later a member of the World Golf Hall of Fame. He made his biggest impact, however, in contributing to the improvement of professional education. Thus, the Horton Smith Award, which was first presented in 1965, honors those PGA professionals who have upheld Smith's tradition of elevating the educational standards of their fellow professionals. While tonight's recipient shares the name with one of our country's presidents, John Kennedy Jr. has established his own identity through his work in PGA education in the Metropolitan PGA section. He's even served as a consultant to a junior program in a faraway location where even I have not carried my clubs, Bhutan. Let's learn more about John Kennedy Jr., the PGA Director of Golf at Westchester Country Club.
Usually in the Met section, when you land a head professional's job, the first call you make is to your wife, and the second call you make is to John Kennedy.
In 1987, I was the Player of the Year in our section. So in my mind, I was a player and I was headed 100% in that direction. And I was over in South Africa playing that winter, and I got a telegram that said, Quaker Ridge is looking for you, call them. And I took the job in a 10-minute telephone interview from Johannesburg, South Africa. I was so far removed from the operation of the pro shop that I kind of panicked. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I called John. I said, John, I'm not ready. Don't actually know how to put it together. And he said, why don't you come on out to Cold Spring? And he sat with me for 3 hours and just kind of spelled out how I was going to go about putting this thing together. And he's been my go-to guy ever since.
I think very much it is your responsibility as a PGA professional to lead others in the right direction, to give others inspiration, encouragement, and I consider it my obligation really to share what I've been fortunate enough to learn and to grow with.
John really wants to help people, and he's sincere with it. He's very generous with his time, and he's really a selfless individual in wanting others to succeed.
As many people you talk to in education, they feel like they get more out of education than they ever put in. And I think the same thing with whether it be donating things or spending time, usually walk away feeling a lot better. So I think that as a human being, it's important. And I think as a golf professional, because you have opportunity to impact a lot of things, you have a responsibility to do it.
What I try to do around 12:30 is I have a pretty good handle on what I have left for the rest of the day. And I just go quietly for about 10 minutes by myself and reorganize the day. It has helped me focus for the afternoon. So that's, again, something that's in the handbook.
The Head Professional Handbook is an incredible compilation of the work of 12 professionals who sat in a room and just put down ideas as to the way they run their operations. John said, you know what, we need something that we can hand to our golf professionals to give them a chance to take a look at some of the success stories and the best ideas of the best.
It's amazing how much information there is. All aspects of the golf shop, the buying, budgets, just every aspect of the business, your staff, training, is covered.
I think it really will become a roadmap for a lot of professionals to present in terms of their interviews at jobs or in terms of creating new ideas and new ways to do programs at their clubs.
And I doubt that there's any other golf professional in the country that's put in the amount of time or developed a manual so thorough. And that's why he's so deserving of this award, and I'm proud of him, and he really deserves it because he went above and beyond his job to educate fellow professionals so they can become better.
It elevates the standard. It elevates our standard within our members, within our association, within our community. So the better educated a golf professional is, the better all those standards keep rising.
You're talking about a golf professional here, but when I think about John, that's really not primarily how I think about him. I think about John as this incredibly caring and compassionate man who's always trying to figure out a way that he can help you.
You know, John's got about 1,000 members here to take care of. I think he's got another 300 pros in the section that he also takes care of. So, yeah, he definitely is the man to call on.
You should never stand still. You should never stop learning, because when you do, not only is it, do you lose some of the excitement in life, but you also owe it as a PGA professional to continue to grow, and education is that path.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Kennedy Jr.
Move that down. Congratulations to all the other award winners. Following gentlemen and soon to be a lady like these people is very inspiring to me. In 1935, Horton Smith won the first Masters. The runner-up was Harry Cooper. In 1991, I was selected as the golf professional at Westchester Country Club, and so tonight I close the loop. I'd like to thank the Special Awards Committee for this honor, and a job well done to the PGA of America for the continuing growth of their education programs. I'd like to also thank Callaway Golf for the continuing support of education for PGA members. There have been so many people who have helped me and guided me during my career. The Met PGA staff, particularly Charlie Robson, who has not only promoted golf professionals for the past 40 years, who's become a great friend to so many of us. And I guess this would be the time to mention, on behalf of Nelson and I, that the Met section is the best section of the 41. To my fellow Met PGA professionals who have established such a high standard of performance, both as golf professionals and as men of integrity. Gentlemen like Harry Cooper, Bob Watson, Tom Neoport, Jerry Coates, George Lewis, Gene Borick, Bob Joyce, and so many others. To the membership at Westchester Country Club, who have consistently supported both myself and my staff, we are truly a family. All my golf chairmen, club presidents, and board members, some of whom made the difficult trip down from snowy New York to be here tonight, who have sacrificed so much of their time for the betterment of our club and my staff. To my staff, both past and present, being at Westchester, as Nelson mentioned, has allowed me to attract so many talented individuals. There are a number, however, who have been a part of my life for 20 years or more. To Pat Rogner, Mary Nordman, two ladies who helped me run my business. To Bruce Zabriskie, who's here tonight, and thank you. Four-time PGA Player of the Year, a very talented and committed club professional. Harvey Lanik and Tom Patry, Directors of Instruction and Met PGA Teachers of the Year, and incredibly loyal friends. Barry Troiano and Debbie Austin, PGA members, teaching professionals, whose examples as human beings has meant a great deal to my members, to my staff, and especially to me. To my family, my mother, my father, my brothers and sisters who never stopped caring about me. My wife Eileen, son Johnny, daughter Sarah. You have often sacrificed your time with me so I could pursue my career. I could never have been so committed if I did not have your love and support at home. God bless me with all three of you. May He always bless each of you. I love you very much. As some other professionals mentioned, and so close to my heart, to my Lord Jesus Christ, whose grace has allowed me to live a life I could not have imagined 40 years ago, when I started it with a net check of $80 a week for 80 hours of work, with a dream to make it in the golf business. I owe you everything. As I begin my 41st season as a golf professional, in an effort to best represent the PGA of America as a Horton Smith Award winner, I am committed to helping golfers play better, setting a positive example, and being grateful each day. In these uncertain times, we must provide our players with a clear path to improvement, opportunities to enjoy the game with associates, friends, and family. To be successful will require the ability to change and the desire to grow. To change and grow requires direction and perseverance. I will recommend 3 books to help you on your path to change and growth: Switch, Influencer, and the Bible. I wish my fellow professionals, their families, all our club members and players a year of health, growth in the game, and one of God's grace and blessings. Thank you very much.